How is the Philippines as a travel market for Middle Eastern carriers with revenge trips in full swing over 3 years into the pandemic? Joining us now is Emirates Country Manager for the Philippines, Saeed Miran, and he joins us now live in our studios. Saeed, great to have you with us.
Thank you, Rico.
The Philippines and the Middle East, we have here a very vibrant travel market. Unfortunately, we've seen this conflict between Hamas and Israel. How concerning is this for Emirates?
First of all, we have stopped flying for the time being, and we did a waiver for our customers who booked from Philippine market to either rebook or reroute or refund their tickets. So we took this to make sure that we are catering to the market and the demands that happen.
How big is the pilgrimage market from the Philippines to Dubai to Israel?
It's quite big movement because it's that the Filipinos goes for the Holy Land, so they travel in groups mostly. So it is a big numbers that we had bookings, and we started to see some cancellation, and some of them started to shift even their travel to Dubai.
And apart from travel to Dubai, what other options are you offering Filipino travelers?
We're offering them our whole network, 140 destinations. Europe as a leisure destination, and Dubai as our hub also.
And of course, this is indeed a very concerning issue, particularly for the Middle Eastern Airlines. Have you reduced frequencies? Have you changed flight routes as a result of this ongoing conflict?
We have actually cancelled all our flights to Tel Aviv. So this was we tried to reduce our frequencies, and then we cancelled it because the safety of our passengers, our aircraft, our crew is our priority.
That is paramount. Yes. Safety of the passengers and safety of the aircraft and the crew. You were based in Hong Kong. You've been based now here in Manila for the past year and a half. And what you have seen in the travel market, how important is the Philippines for Emirates?
Philippines is one of our important markets here in the Far East. And if you see the economic growth that the Philippines is having, so indeed it needs an air travel that copes with this demand and this growing. So it is one of our top important markets.
Why do you think Emirates has been successful in the Philippines?
We have been flying to Manila for more than 30 years now. We started in 1990. And one of the things that we were able to always adapt to the changes that happen, and we listen to our customers and cater to their demand. So our ability to co-op with the changes and adapt gave us that.
And of course, there was a lot of opportunities for carriers during the revenge travel trend, Saeed. Are we seeing that sustained trend taking place?
I mean, what we see now is still the travel revenge is real, the demand is high, and passengers are willing to travel. But we see the brightest future for the aviation sector here in the Philippines.
And what new offerings are you putting on the table for Filipino travelers?
I'll start with from Philippines. From Philippines, we introduced our first class suite cabin, and we are one of the only airlines who have this product into and out of Manila. And from Dubai onwards to our network, we recently introduced our premium economy for travelers also. And we are always updating our ICE entertainment system, which have more than 6,500 channels on board.
And at the moment, Saeed, what is the frequency of flights between Dubai and Manila?
Currently, we are flying 18 flights per week out of Manila, and the daily one from Cebu Clark, which is a triangular flight. From November onwards, flight out of Manila will ramp up to 20 per week.
And do you plan to increase this number of flights?
Yes.
As a result of demand from Filipino travelers?
Yes. Demand from Filipino travel, and the result of our air talks that happened this month recently, that we got increase of flights.
And for Filipino travelers who have not yet been to Dubai, just like myself and many of my colleagues here, what can we expect when we go to Dubai? What are its gems?
I mean, As today we speak about AI and future, we have Museum of the Future, one of our top. We have Burj Khalifa, the world's tallest building, and a lot of attractions that are happening here and there. GITEX is starting next week. So a lot of things that come in. COP28 is coming in the UAE in November. So
it's a hub.
Yes.
It's a hub for many international conferences, exhibition, MICE, and of course, for a lot of amusement and lifestyle.
Yes. And you know, we are always coming with these offers for Filipino market, that they will get some special deals or for some attractions or for some entries.
All right. I'm sure we don't want tourism only to be one way, Saeed. We also want your citizens from the UAE to visit the Philippines. Are we also seeing two-way traffic?
Yes, the traffic is mutually two-way traffic. We started to see the numbers are growing into Philippines, and with the recent number that even DOT, Department of Tourism, announced that Philippines is being one of the hot destinations for tourists from around the world. And we started to see that especially in the islands.
Of course, Emirates is one of the best airlines in the world. Your international airport as well is one of the best in the world. But of course, there are still many question marks, Saeed, about the Philippine international airports and its services. So these recent incidents at the airport of power outages over the past several months, has this also deterred tourists from your country in visiting the Philippines because of our infrastructure?
I believe the tourists didn't get affected much with these incidents, as you said, because tourists are mainly coming with the carriers, and we have been working very closely with the government to override these obstacles as soon as possible and resume and not affect the passengers who are coming into and out of Philippines.
Okay, you mentioned about direct flights here to Manila and one other city.
Cebu and Clark.
Cebu and Clark. Do you also plan to expand to Mindanao?
I'll leave this for our planning department, but we have a partnership with PAL to some of the domestic airports. One of them is Mindanao. So passengers can connect through our flights with PAL to Mindanao from the world.
All the best to Emirates, and congratulations on your great service. Emirates Country Manager Saeed Abdullah Miran.
Thank you, Rico, for having us tonight.